Hello, 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 everyone. It's your girl, Simone Rivers, the Yum Yum Ambassador, coming to influence the flavor of the room that you are in. I trigger light and I offer hugs, healing, understanding, guidance, and growth with me, Simone. I'm so excited that you're here. I wanted to pop in and say thank you. Thank you for considering being a supporter, being on the supporter list for our new compilation, Grown Woman Shit, Shifting How I Think. Why did this book come about? How did this book come about? Well, many of you know my story, and I won't go into it now. You'll hear it in depth in the book. But about 2.5 years ago, I was going through a divorce. And I don't want to talk a lot about who I was divorcing, but I want you to understand who I was in that process. I was broken. I was homeless. I was helpless. And I really was hopeless. And in that hopeless state, I tried to commit suicide. The pain was too much for me. Now you see me. I have blossomed. And every flower, before it can bloom, it has to go through a process, right? It has to go down deep in the dark. Imagine that seed. I imagine that seed thinks everything is over. It's been buried alive, right? Well, that was me. I was buried alive. Focus on alive because I kept breathing through it. And Spirit allowed me to live through it. And now I know for sure that none of it happened to me. It happened for me so that I could help someone else. And that's the purpose of Grown Woman Shit, the anthology. It is to help someone else. Because when I was in the most downtrodden space in my life, I was alone. That was the hardest part. I was alone. Nobody understood what I was going through. Nobody could grasp how I could have my name on 3 mortgages, on 2 continents, and be homeless, and be helpless, and be hopeless. But I was. I absolutely was. And that's when I said I couldn't take it anymore. But I learned later, I'm not the only one. There's so many beautiful souls who have had trial after trial, who have been beaten down and broken down by people, by circumstances, by systems. When I think about it, sometimes it still brings tears to my eyes, thinking about the craziness of the whole ordeal. Thinking about the fact that I could be on the other side right now because I thought my life was over. Over. I tried to make it be over. If I could have had just one woman come to me and say, hey girl, that happened to me too. If I could have had just one woman just reach out her hand to me and say, you're not alone. That happened to me too, and you can get through it. It would have made such a difference in my life. It would have made such a difference in the life of my children. And that's what I want to be. I want to be the difference in someone's life. That's where this passion project came from. I thought, wow, people will be upset with me because I said shit. Some people were. But you know what? I recognize that they're not the people for this book because I know how it was given to me. And this is grown woman shit. It is not for the weak of heart. It is not for the little girl. It is not for the little boy. It's for grown women who have been through some grown woman shit and they want to figure out how to make those shifts so they can change. They want to understand, like I did, how to accept where you are, Reframe what you see and cultivate gratitude in spite of how it feels. That's what this book is all about. There are 13 phenomenal women in this book talking about their trials and their triumphs, the pain they had to endure, and how they persevered and they prospered on the other side. I thank you for being here. I thank you for your commitment to supporting this book, pushing us to bestseller. I have a few gifts for you that you'll find on the page. And I just want to say, I love you. I see you. If there is anything that I can do to support you, please allow your heart to ask and your head not to interfere. Thank you so much. I am C. Simone Rivers, the Yum Yum Ambassador, looking daily to influence the rooms that I enter. I trigger light and I offer hugs, healing, understanding, guidance, and growth with all the support necessary to get you to where you want to be. Take care. Bye-bye, and thank you for your support.